My name is Taylor, and I'm currently helping out at the EIFW, which is the Edmonton Institute for Women. It's a women's prison, and I get to go each week and coach with young ladies. A few years ago, I went to a women's conference, and one of the speakers there was talking about how she was serving at their local women's prison. And when she said that, something in me just leapt. Of course, immediately I thought, that's not about me, that's not for me, that's for professionals, right? People who are counselors, social workers. It just seemed really too far out of my comfort zone. But then for the next year, God wouldn't leave it alone. Everywhere I went, I heard about prison ministry. So I finally agreed, and I was obedient. So I jumped in, and I took courses, and the next thing I knew, I was sitting in front of the prison one day, waiting to go in.
I'm Joanne, and I'm the Community Care Director here at City Life. A few years ago, I had a few conversations, and all those conversations were around the same topic, to mobilize our church so that we can meet the emotional, spiritual, and physical needs of our community. When Monica approached me about wanting to start a community outreach initiative and asked if I would be the director of that initiative, I jumped at the opportunity.
Hi, my name is Martina, and I work with an amazing group of volunteers that provides single parents in need with kids' clothing and toys and necessities, diapers, everything, called My Single Parents Closet. I had a really rough experience after I had my daughter, a lot of health issues, and I couldn't imagine how a single parent would do it themselves. Like, I had God and my husband to rely on. They have to do it all by themselves. So we had to create a change event, and this just happened out of that. Just a group of women coming up with some great ideas on how to help single parents in the community.
I was terrified. I thought, how can I do this? This isn't for me. God, I must have made a mistake. I just prayed and prayed and prayed, and finally found my courage in Jesus to go inside. From the first moment I walked into this room filled with these young women, I knew I was where I was supposed to be. There was something in their hearts that I recognized in my own heart. There was these women who had been abused and they'd been neglected. There was a grace and a compassion that began to grow in me that I don't think I ever would have experienced or been able to express to others had I not said yes and moved past my fears.
There were a few hurdles in the beginning, mainly getting over myself, my need to control things, my low self-esteem, my horrible leadership skills. But through that all, God actually used that to show me that it was His ministry and not mine. And after He did that, man, like the weight was off of my shoulders.
Serving in this capacity has given me multiple opportunities for growth. I've grown in many areas. One is just in leadership skills, and particularly within a volunteer environment, which is very different for me. But one of my greatest joys so far has just been seeing the passion and excitement that everybody has for this ministry. One of my first tasks as a director of community care was to find some core leaders that could help me build the vision and also help me to build the team. I've been able to experience and learn much more about our community, what the needs of our community are, and also what organizations are out there already to help support the various needs that the community has.
The longer I serve in this area and the more fruit I see, the more and more I want to be there. It's amazing to me to see lives changed, to see hearts impacted, to know that Jesus is the reason that these girls are making a change. I see these girls in a way that I wouldn't have seen through my own eyes, and I need to see them through the eyes of Jesus.
Just the confidence, the joy, hearing from God and connecting with God, and just being able to connect with people on a really great, deep level, whereas before I would have just gone and hid in my introverted corner. So I didn't have friends before, really. But now there's so many people who I can call true friends, and all because I stepped out of my little comfort zone and offered myself to God to be used however He needed me to be used. And that has changed my life, changed my family's life.
As I step forward in obedience, my heart is growing in leaps and bounds for these women and those who are marginalized in our society.
We will come alongside those who are outworking their passion to help others and provide support as needed. We believe that meeting people's emotional and physical needs without without Jesus as the heart, it only provides a temporary aid, and it doesn't set them up for the success that they are meant to have. We want to share Jesus with the community in a welcoming, non-threatening, and desirable way that will lead people to the real answer, which is Jesus and his church.
Here at City Life, we like to make it easy for people to say yes to Jesus. And the reason I love this ministry is because I get to meet with these girls every week, and I get to teach them what it means to say yes to Jesus every day. Because when they leave, when they go home and life gets real, and there's bills to pay, and there's kids to parent, and there's a family to contend with, and there's addictions that are going to creep up, it's saying yes to Jesus that's going to give them strength. It's saying yes to Jesus that's going to give them the power to move on in their life.
We give our best because our God is the best, and we do it because we get to.
We do whatever it takes to provide a judgment-free first point of contact to single parents in our community and make sure that participants and volunteers know that they can belong before they believe.
Because in Matthew 19, Jesus says, "On your own, you have no chance, but with me, you have every chance in the world."